Can you tell? I'm gonna do a drum roll here.
Okay. Go ahead.
When did you start producing?
Oh, when somebody said you can produce, I produced the first Body Count record.
Oh, you did? I thought
Yeah.
Was it Bobby? No,
No.
you did that?
Bobby. Yeah, I produced his first record, second record. Yeah. Bobby didn't work on the first record. Bobby worked on the second record.
Oh,
Bernard Edwards. Bernard, I think Bernard did it first.
all right,
Yeah. Bernie Edwards, I believe his name. Yeah,
right.
he did the first record. He was an
Okay.
engineer on that. Yeah.
Okay. This is what I was trying to get into. Like,
Go ahead.
you got to produce Black Sabbath.
Oh yeah.
How was that experience?
Oh, it was great. It made me just figure out I didn't want to produce records anymore.
No. What happened?
I mean, it's just difficult. I mean, it's just difficult and stressful.
Right.
And it was fun, but it wasn't that. It's good to look back on it and say it was fun. But while I was doing it wasn't a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like I said, 𝐂𝐫𝐳𝐞𝐰, was the drummer. 𝐂𝐫𝐳𝐞𝐰 is badass, right?
Yeah.
And so he came in the studio one time with a stopwatch, and he's like, "We're gonna have to do that again because I'm off right there." I'm like, "Really?" So we had to do the whole take over because he was off. He had a stopwatch, and he would time his when he was off.
Really?
Yeah,
So,
it's interesting.
Which album did you do?
Forbidden. Actually, hold on.
Okay.
It's out in a box set.
What?
It's a box set. How is this camera? It's a box set. No,
Right.
no. How does this go like that? Now go over here, I guess. Nope, go this way.
Right.
It's a box set that's out. It ended up, it's 5 records on it, right?
Oh, wow.
5 records, and it's ended up #1 in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, and my record's on there. It's remastered and
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
And so it's like $150 for the box set, and it ends up #1 box set in the world for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight.
Go ahead, Ernie.
Yeah. That was like 2 months ago when we were out on the road. So now it's still selling.
Wow.
It has a lot of the Ronnie James Dio tracks on it. The albums he did with Sabbath, and the ones that Tony Martin did. Not the Ozzy ones.
Right. So, did you work with Ronnie?
Not even. I worked with Tony Martin.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Yeah, Tony. They've had 3 singers: Tony Martin, Ronnie James Dio, and Ozzy. But it's all Black Sabbath.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And the drummer was at that time was Cozy Powell.
Cozy, yeah. Wow, man.
Yeah, the great, Cozy played with Emerson, Lake and Powell. Cozy Powell, Deep Purple. All those people from those English bands, they're kind of interchangeable. They all play with each other's bands.
Wow, man. Man, that's amazing, man. I think it's amazing. So
it was a lot of fun. I'm doing guitar solos with Tony, and then in walks Jeff Beck and Brian May. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa, this is kind of interesting. So I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And the thing about it is, you can't start kissing ass because you're the producer. I'm supposed to be in charge of this. You know what I mean? And so Tony, I say this one thing. Tony says to me, "Hey, Ernie, what do you think of that?" I'm like, "What do I think of it? Why don't you ask Jeff Beck and Brian May what they think of it?" Forget what I gotta say.
Right.
But yeah, it was interesting. Really, really nice guys.
Right.
I got a something that's really interesting. I got a Jeff Beck pick. What's so interesting with that? Jeff Beck don't play with the pick.
Oh.
He plays with his fingers.
Really? I didn't know that.
Just always, you look at him play. He always plays with his fingers. He doesn't play with a pick. So I have a Jeff Beck pick.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. How long was that recording process? That you?
It was months, because I went there, rehearsed for like 3 weeks in a castle in Wales. We rehearsed there at this haunted castle, and it was creepy. So then after that, we recorded at Power Street Studios in Liverpool, where the Beatles recorded.
Mm-hmm.
We recorded. That's a famous studio. Then we came back to the States and started recording at a place over here on Burbank Boulevard. It used to be called Devonshire Studios, but it's something else, audio visual now. But we recorded there. We recorded like all over the place. Then Bobby had to fly back to London and something. And it was a long process.
Right. Wow. Man.
And that was I got to produce that record because Miles Copeland wanted me to do it. I knew Miles Copeland.
Oh.
Miles Copeland is Stuart Copeland's brother.
Right.
He was the head of a record company called IRS Records, which was distributed by A&M. And he wanted me to do the record. That's how I ended up doing it. It's not, Miles just said, get Ernie to do it. You know, like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, Miles.
Yeah,
nice. Miles is big time.
Right. I didn't realize that.
He managed the police.
Police. Okay. All right. Yeah. Wow.
But Miles is big. Miles, Stuart's brother.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm a big Stuart Copeland fan.
He's badass. Yeah. So I saw an interview with him, and that was kind of funny because he's like, he had to remix all the songs recently. He said, "Well, I didn't even know the lyrics to these songs." He's like, he started look at the lyrics. He said, "Oh, that's what he was saying." Right. He's like, "Oh, I just realized Sting is a genius."
Oh man!
But it's like last year.
Right? Wow! Oh man! Wow! Okay.
I mean, for a long time, I didn't know what the lyrics were for Dusty with the Musket, all those lyrics.
Oh yeah, and Get Shot. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what are these lyrics? Okay, I gotta look at them and figure out what they are.
I was gonna say that. I said, yeah, that's a typical drummer thing, So
I'm like, I'm not singing it. I really don't need to know.
Yeah. Oh man.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, eRecord Studio, the new way musicians rehearse, record, and share their eRecord sessions on social media. Visit ERS on eRecordstudio.com. Download this amazing app on Google and Apple Apps stores.
Visit us on www.talkmusicpodcast.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Download our podcast on Apple, Google, Amazon, and Spotify.